we're going to have a look at ratio today. Now, a ratio compares values of two or more things. It tells you how many of one thing there is compared to another. So if we look at the pictures here, start off nice and straightforward, looking at the ratio of elephants to mice. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elephants. So we get a ratio of, I get my pen to work. Come on, pen. Thank you. A ratio of 5, 2, and 1, 2, 3 mice. The order is important with ratio. So the ratio of elephants to mice is 5 to 3. But the ratio of mice to elephants will be 3 to 5. And we write it with 2 dots like this. It's a wee bit clearer for you. So that's my ratio of elephants to mice, mice to elephants. Do another one. Adults to children. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 adults. And there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 children. So children to adults, 10 to 7. One more, nurses to patients, it's 2 nurses to 5 patients, so patients to nurses, 5 to 2. Okay, simplifying ratio then. Simplifying a ratio is a bit like simplifying a fraction. You're looking for the biggest number that goes into both sides and just divide through. Looking at the first one here, the ratio of 10 to 15, 5 will go into both 10 and 15, so we're dividing both sides by 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2, 15 divided by 5 is 3. 16 and 20, now if we don't spot the biggest number, doesn't matter, but if we don't spot the biggest number, we will need to divide again. So the biggest one would be, here would be 4, but I'm going to pretend I haven't spotted that, and instead I'm going to divide both sides by 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8, 20 divided by 2 is 10. Now they're both even numbers, so big giveaway if they're both even numbers. I can divide both sides by 2 again and get a ratio of 4 to 5. The last one, 150 to 25. Again, you might not be able to spot the biggest number, but you can divide it down any number at all. So 25 divided by 25 is 1. 25 goes into 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So we get a ratio of 6 to 1. Okay, remember you can always use your calculator with this, and because you can simplify a ratio the same way as a fraction, you can use the fraction button. I'm just going to grab a calculator and show you. On a calculator then, you would just use the fraction button. It's this one here. If I wanted to do 10 to 15, I'd put 10 over 15, and it simplifies down to me. It's 2 over 3. 150 to 25, 150 over 25. Ratio of here of 6. It's going to take the 1 away. So if you get just a whole number like that, you need to remember and put your 1 in. Okay. Last wee bit on ratios then, last thing we need to learn is how we multiply up the way. Okay, so in a nursery of staff to children, the ratio of staff to children is 1 to 5. If there are 15 children, how many staff are needed? Okay, so I want to get up to 15. I'm going from 5 to 15, so I'm looking for what I'm timesing by. Timesing by 3. Another way of saying what I'm timesing by is divide. If I'm going this way, I'm timesing, other way I'm dividing, the opposite of each other. I'm timesing by 3, I'm going to do the same to this side. So 3 staff would be needed. Part B, if there are 7 members of staff, so my ratio of staff to children is 1 to 5. This time I have 7 members of staff, so I've got 7 times as many. So I can have 7 times as many children, so I could have 35 children. I like to put it into a wee table like this. You don't need to. I just find it a lot clearer for me to see which one needs multiplied or divided. Okay, next one, number 2. To make orange juice, you mix orange juice to, there's no word in there, I should say water, in the ratio 2 to 5. If we've got 2 litres of orange juice, how much water do we need? So juice to water is in the ratio 2 to 5. I've got 2 litres of orange juice, so I would need 5 litres of water. Just water again, 2, ratio of 2 to 5. If I've got 4 litres of water, how much juice do I need? Bad question here, but we can still work it out. How I get from 5 to 4 is a bit harder to work out, so I'm going to divide. I'm going to say what is 4 divided by 5, and I have not done that the wrong way. It does need to be 4 divided by 5. That's 0.8. You can do that on your calculator. So I need to times here by 0.8. So I will need 1.6 litres of juice. Okay, let's try number 3. Next to you, the ratio of nurses to patients. So nurses to patients is 2 to 3. If there are 9 patients, how many nurses are needed? So I'm going from 3 to 9. So it's 3 times. Do the same to the other side. 2 times 3 is 6. So I would need 6 nurses. At a Ceilidh dance, for the last one, the ratio of men to women. So men to women is 3 to 5. There are 27. No, read that again. How many women were there if there were 27 men? There are 27 men. I want to know how many women there are. I've gone from 3 to 27. So I've times by 9. Do the same to the other side. 4 9s are 45. So 45 women. Okay, I'll leave you to practice some of these. As ever, get in touch if you have any problems.